What's up, everyone? This is XV88 Mars Playground. Today is another day. Blessed to be here. Today, we're just going to be talking about, if you saw some of my videos, I was talking about other people influence as well, okay? And I always go through other people's stuff, videos, like with the homeschooling, just trying to get some ideas as well for myself. Also, I go through different YouTubers, influence, especially like Roberto Blake. Um, I saw through the years how he came along and made his YouTube channel. Um, my ways of going to YouTube is kind of different. I'm just kind of out there trying to enlighten y'all guys. Also, YouTube is a stress relief as well. Okay, so that way I can talk to y'all guys as well. Okay, real talk. But I came across a video with him when someone told him to get a real job. Okay, and I just want to enlighten you on that. Okay, most people on YouTube is really not doing it for a job or nothing like that. Some influencers just do it for themselves. All right. For myself, I just do it for myself. Like I said, my mother, kind of passed away through COVID, and that way I could just talk to y'all guys and like y'all as well, right? So, and I have some ideas that I want to get out there to the next generation. Okay, each one teach one. Okay, so I watch Roberto, watch the twins sometimes. I watch a whole lot of influence. Okay, I pay for my movies online through Google, so I got to go through YouTube now. I was one of those person back in the days didn't go on YouTube, made some videos, and delete my channels. And especially in the crypto world, I had crypto channels, and it was kind of successful. I just kind of deleted, right? It was monetized back then in the days or whatever, right? I'm not in here for just trying to get money, as you know that if I do be successful, most of my money is going to be donated as well, all right? I'm one of those people trying to help people out, all right? Uh, but let's go back to Roberta Blake. Roberta Blake been out there for a minute, and people is out there telling him, not trying to start no stuff, no influence, no, but this is something I saw in the video, and telling him to get a real job. But as he said, and this is my point of view towards you, what do you consider to be a real job? Okay, most people think a real job is just getting up in the morning, swiping the clock, and just go to work. A job is something that you go to and you make a wage. So when you go to that job, you get paid an hourly wage or you get paid a salary if you in the white collar field. Every day when he makes his contents, and when he make his contents, that's his job. All right. So he's in like you with his contents. And as an individual person, a man or woman, you shouldn't be getting mad at him. Okay. And everything what we do is for entertainment. All right. Just like I just said that when I go and when I buy my movies and I probably see an influence, I'm not hating on that person. Okay. I go watch the exercise videos, I do the walking videos, and that's basically, and like me. So when I see influence people who motivate me through my day, and that's the perfect thing. Okay. Now, if you're an individual who feel like just swiping a clock is a job, that's not even close. A job is something that anything that a person have to do. All right. When I do my homeschooling, that's a job. Okay. When I watch my kids, that's a job. All right. When you work, you get a wage. All right. So you gotta know the difference. So if he getting up every day making his contents, or you know maybe back in the days, like right now I do my own editing, it might be good, might not be professional, but I'm getting the word across to you. So you got to know the difference between a job and get a real job and all that stuff. Okay, you, to me, that's kind of ignorant. Okay, because That's his real job. All right. If he's selling t-shirts, umbrella, all right, or anything like that, that's his job. As you know, when I was a kid, when I built my own computer, I was on Yahoo selling my own stuff on an auction site. All right. And I was grossing a lot. That was my job. But in the States, they hold that back. You got to be a certain age to do that. And to me, that's kind of wrong. All right. Back in the days, my father and parents had to go up, early in the morning, about 12, 14, and go do that. They had to provide. So that was their job, to get up in the morning to get a wage to provide. And you can't hate on another person. Okay. If that person, people like that person and they see that person and it make them feel good or whatever, you see, if it could be on television, if you see an actor or actress or anything like that, all right, that's their title. But when they go to work, that's their job. So they go to that job to make a wage. All right. So you got to know the difference. Okay. So if he making contents or anybody making contents, that's their job. When you listen to music, R&B, pop, any artist or rap or anything, when they make that music, that's their contents. All right. So they doing their job to try to sell it. Okay. So you got to know the difference. So when we make these videos, we not, especially like me, I'm not trying to make a profit or nothing like that. And if I get it, guess what? I'm blessed. But I always try to help somebody else out. All right. I always try to change the world. All right. I kind of donated all my profits or whatever, and I still do that right today. So I try to each one teach one. All right. I try to go ahead and make a positive world. Now, I don't never hate on the next man, okay? Because if you driving a car or something or whatever you work hard for or whatever your job you do, that's your business. But if you're a person who's hating or keep on biting on this person, you need to network, okay? That's the difference between being a business person and a person who's not trying to do nothing, all right? And it's not wrong to go out there and do that because that's your job. If you're a doctor, lawyer, you're a warehouse worker from Amazon, anything, all right, that's your job. So you get up in the morning, you go to that workplace, all right, you do your job, you get you a wage, right? So when you get that wage, that's your salary, what you do. So when this man make his contents and he making it to show you, all right, even if he's selling a product or selling you a product, selling you a content or anything, that's his job. You got to know the difference between being business and you got to know the difference between working, okay? And most people still confused of that. And if you notice some of my videos, and you might probably look at it, probably like it, you might laugh at it, but guess what? I've been done with that stuff to swipe for like the last 12 years or something like that when I started my business. All right. And both of them is hard. It's hard in both of them. When you wake up in the morning, nighttime, you got to go there, rain, sunshine, or whatever. You got to do that. When we make our contents, especially him, he been around a long time. He put in his work already. So you got to realize they put in their work. So if a person, you being a patron, help, to help those people out, and that's the good thing about it. All right. You always want to see people succeed. You can't knock everybody. And most people, what I learned in business, all right, and I always tell this story, people like J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller or Thomas Edison, they know each other and they lend people money or help them out. They know that because they know those people try they hard to succeed. You know what I mean? So you got people like Rockefeller who was poor, and when he went to swipe, he learned at an early age. So when you look at my contents is about myself, my kids, giving you knowledge. It's about everything that's going on in the world. So it's not about one thing. I'm trying to enlighten you exactly what's going on in the world. All right. So that's my contents. Some people have their own workout contents. Okay. I could have went that route. I was, personal trainer, got my certificate as well. But my contents is basically helping the people. And that's why I do this. Because when I wake up in the morning or afternoon, and if I want to make a video when I have time, see, I'm on a tight schedule. You got to realize most people in the business are in a tight schedule, okay? Excuse me about that. But most people in business in a tight schedule. We got to find our product. We got to find our content. We got to find times for our kids. It's more harder than a person who's swiping, dropping their kids at work. I mean, my fault, dropping their kids at school and using the school for babysitter. But as a man for myself, for being a good father, I was like, that's over with. So I'm enlightening you. My content is like the Truman Show, okay? So I'm just trying to enlighten you. That's my content, all right? So when he make his contents, all right, he have all his merch, he got everything done, he is set. But you gotta stop. If you feel like you're a person who's hating or telling him or anybody on YouTube, a person, it's the same thing. If that person have a storefront, that's his job. If he own a franchise, all right, that's his job. So his job is basically to sell whatever products he has or she has. But that's their business. They have to do the same thing. Remember this, when you're in business, you got to work harder because you got to keep it going up, right? So when I make my contents, it's not just basically just making contents, okay? I kind of have to edit myself. I have to make sure the kids is good. Starting next week, it's going to be even harder because I got to teach them stuff, right? Then I got to still make my money. Then I got to go look at the stock. Then I got to look at cryptocurrency, right? Then I have to look at the app that I made, all right, that I have on Google as well. Everything in business, you have to do this, okay? If you're a person playing video games and getting into video games and trying to stream, okay, it's a business, all right? But you got to love what you do. As you know, I love what I do. Yeah, I talk, I got a big mouth. Hey, guess what? I'm not afraid to do that though. Are you afraid? Most people, did you know most people who 85% punch clock are afraid to go out there and put their foot somewhere else to start their own business. And then when time go past, they look in the past. Hey, I wish I could have did that. Don't be a wish I could have, would have. Just do it. Do good stuff. Make some good music. Make some contents. Hey, I'm not the one to judge. I'll watch you. If it's good, if it make me smile, if it's something educational, it doesn't matter. All right. Practice make perfect. All right. Right. I was born in the city. All right. City of Chicago. All right. I speak a little country. Right. But guess what? I'm educated too. I went to college. Right. Didn't graduate, but I went there. Right. Ohio State. Dropped out of that. Went to Penn State. Right. Then I did online class. This is me. I'm not afraid. You got to be a person who's not afraid. All right. So when you do these things, when you get enlightened yourself and do these things, you can't be afraid. You know, the best story, you know what I'm saying, of Jesus, he wasn't afraid. Always remember this. All strong men, from Caesar, from everybody, dictator, whatever, presidents or whatever, you got to make a name for yourself. So you can't hate on Roberto. He made a name for himself. His name will live forever. That's his job. And if you want to look at it, his job is basically done. So if you're looking at me, my job is basically done too. I've been done with that for like 12 years. I had hard jobs, man. I had hard jobs, all right? When I went to school back then, you didn't have stuff like this. It was hard. You had to go to school. You had to go to college. You had to find your job. You know, you're a kid, you know what I'm saying, young man, you want you a car. Bought my car cash, you know, was like $2,000 cash. You know what I mean? It lasts me back and forth. But it's the same thing. I did that. I did Amazon before, all right? I was a welder. I did welding school. I did it all. Whatever you want to know, I did it. Okay? But you cannot hate. Make a name for yourself. All right? Like Troy said in the movie. When the little boy said something to him, he told him, hey, nobody will never remember your name. So what's the difference between business and job? It's no difference. He makes an income. You go swipe a clock. You make you an income. Only thing is, he worked harder. You don't see him working harder. All right. It's working hard. Believe me. I have to edit this stuff myself. I got to go look at it over. My eyes get tired. Got the kids. You know what I'm saying? All right. Then I got to do my income. I got to get in the stock game. Right. Doing the day trade stuff. Got to go in the crypto game. Make sure that's going. Right. Got to mass some crypto. You got to do. I do it all. So that's when I put everything in my business. I put my stock in my business. I put the crypto in my business. I put the money what I make from the app store, all right, my own app. I have to do everything, right? But guess what? That's my job. All right? That's my job to do that. My job to make my kids successful, make them better than I am. Because technology is changing. It's not back in the day. 40% of Americans already working at home. It's there already. After a while, we're gonna be written teachers off of this. If I could do that right now, I will do that. And that's a good business idea for you. If you're a teacher, start your website, get on there, make a profit. You will make more money than what you're doing. If you make 100 grand, all right, teachers in Chicago over 100 grand, you probably make more than that. That's a business. Have an idea, all right? Network with other people, all right? If you want to see what he doing, he probably has some courses for sale, or he might give you some free pointers. And guess what? He do give you some free pointers when you watch him on YouTube. He did his job. So don't hate on him, all right? I watch him all the time. I watch mostly everything on there, okay? Everything. So if that person walking down the street, the lady stretching, doing yoga, the guy doing yoga, or if you're doing a walk, that's their job. They did their job. They ain't like you. They teaching you what to do. They already sold that product, okay? When you see contents on and you looking for stuff, or if you looking on TV, you know, the Property Brothers and stuff, they showing you something. They doing their job. It's the same thing. As I'm running my mouth, that's my job. My job to talk, to teach you, to enlighten you. A wage is something to make money. Know the difference. A wage is something to make money. Like corn, wine, and oil, right? And all the guys or women who out there know that, they know what I'm talking about. That's your wage. So don't hate on the next man. Figure out how the next man got there. All right. Each one teach one. All right. Hope y'all guys like my video. Y'all have a good day today. Peace.